Did you know that you have been lied to your whole life? In school, you were taught that the Earth looked like this, which is obviously crazy, because who would assume that the Earth is a sphere? Other people, who are equally crazy, think that the Earth looks like this. That's a little bit closer to the truth, but it's still a long way off. So in this video, I will explain to you how the universe truly functions. So the Earth is in the center of it all, obviously. And a lot of people seem to think that the Earth orbits the Sun due to gravity, but that isn't true, because the Earth is actually on the back of a giant flying space cat, which is on the back of another giant flying space cat, which, as you've probably guessed, is on the back of more and more giant flying space cats, all the way till infinity. There's too many of them to count. However, at the bottom of the universe, you will find a giant cosmic portal. And at the top, you will find a much smaller portal of the same nature. The giant cats fall into the large one, where they are then compressed and made smaller when they come out of the small one. Then they proceed to fall onto the Earth, which explains the phenomenon of raining cats and dogs. At this stage, all the skeptics are thinking, but how does night and day function? Well, there's a very simple explanation involving the 4 cosmic space mirrors. As you can see, the Sun is situated in the bottom right of the universe and the Moon is in the bottom left. But science has led us to believe that the Sun emits light in all directions. But that's not true. It only emits one beam out of its head. And in this case, that beam goes up, bounces off the giant cosmic space mirror, and then hits the Earth, creating daytime in one half. The Moon does the same thing, and thus makes the other half nighttime. Now the skeptics are thinking, well, how does the other half of the Earth become enlightened and experience daytime? Well, that's a very simple answer. Isn't it obvious? The Sun rotates, and then that beam of light bounces like this, making the other half daytime. But because the Earth is flat, a lot of people have the issue of, what's stopping people just falling off the edge like John here? Well, yet again, another simple answer. Laser space cats. And they guard all 4 corners of the globe, destroying anyone who sees it or changing the memories of anyone who gets too close, ensuring that no one ever figures out the truth. And I'm sure you've all heard the saying, that God created us in his image. And indeed, that is what Space Cat God did. However, us being selfish humans assumed that Space Cat God meant that he created us, as in humans, in his image. But that isn't true, because he actually created the Earth in his image. So next time you look at your humble feline companion, make sure that you think to yourself that they are truly in charge.